Are you ready to play baseball?
Kids today, we talk about a focus, that kind of thing. Could you imagine playing in front of that crowd in Philadelphia when that ball dropped? Did that play a role in it? You know what I mean? Because kids. The game's fast for kids. They're not experiencing a loud stadium because the parents are there. There's not a lot of people there, and when we get in front of a lot more, the crowd gets loud. We've had games with the Blue Sox that games got loud in Auburn, and where plays were missed because the crowd was so loud, and now that affected the play. Again, you got to know situations and what you have to do in certain situations, because if you get, as these kids get older and they start playing in front of crowds, you better know what you're doing, because you might not hear what's going. You might not hear your teammate yelling. You got to be able to read the play.
I think that to that point too, it also makes you keep your head in the game. Reminds me of game 2 of the Phillies and the Diamondbacks. Yeah, I think the Phillies were up 9-0, but a 1-out fly ball hit to left field, and the left fielder jogs back like there's 2 outs to make the catch. Granted, he might have not thrown him out, but by the way he threw that ball in, you knew he had a mental break in the sense of, oh, that's the 3rd out. Thank God I didn't flip the ball into the stands there.
Right, exactly.
But you could tell based on the way he tracked that ball down, he completely brain farted how many outs there were.
Yeah,
again, to that point, it keeps your head in the game. The more you communicate, the more your head's in the game, the more you're focused on, the mindset. What do I do if the ball's hit to me?
Yeah, there's a lot of those, like that stadium. There's a lot of noise going on. So, obviously it's an elite level of baseball. These guys know what's going on. Kids are still learning the game. So if they get into a situation where there's a loud crowd, it almost should focus them into the game that much more, because they can't hear as well. I gotta know what I'm doing here. I gotta know how to anticipate. And it's hard especially for young kids to acquire that locked in focus. When I played, pitch in front of 6,000 people against a Cardinals organization, it was loud. I never heard the people. I never saw the people. It's that type of focus. And so when it is loud, you're so locked in, you know what you're supposed to do in certain situations. And again, game's fast for kids. And our job as coaches is to teach them. Our job here at the academy is not only to teach them the mechanics of the game, to teach them the mental approach to the game. A lot going on there. For kids, the game's fast. Game's fast for kids.
And again, the kid doesn't get any younger. The speed of the game doesn't get any slower.
No, it doesn't. What are we doing as kids? We're always moving up levels. So I'm 8 years old. What's that, minor league, right? And so everything is just foreign to me. And the pitcher's throwing. We see it. The pitcher's probably throwing 38 miles an hour, but that kid, he sees like 98. Right. You know what I mean? And then his next year, he's a veteran at 9 years old. So the game slows down for him a little bit. And then at 10, now they're moving up to another level. Now they're back to that rookie again, where the game's a little fast. Kids are older. They're playing 10-year-old playing against a 12-year-old. And the game, you're a rookie and then you're a veteran, and you're always moving up levels. And as you move up levels, the game speeds back up again. You know what I mean? Our job here at the academy is to slow the game down for them. Right. So it's good to speed the game up to slow it down.
That's all I got.
Yeah. I don't have much either.